Hey everybody, how are y'all doing on this beautiful Monday? I hope everybody's doing all right and having a wonderful day today. I want to give y'all two stories in one today. And this is touching on some of the supernatural and some of the folklore legends around here that people believe in. Now, if you don't want to listen to the story, I understand. I know it's not for everybody, but if you decide to watch, I greatly appreciate it, and I want to say a welcome to my channel to some of the new members that's came along. But anyway, one of the legends we got going on is called the Alabama White Thing, and it's a it's an old urban myth about somebody is, or there's been supposedly reports people seeing a Bigfoot with all white fur from one side of the state to another and everything. Now, I've never seen anything like it, and I've never met anyone that's claimed to see it. But, there's been some people claim they seen it out in the woods walking around, and when it runs on all fours and all that. And, I've never seen it. I'm kind of on the fence on whether I believe stuff like that or not. I've never seen nothing. I've experienced some weird stuff in the woods that was easily explained, but I wouldn't went as far as saying it was some albino looking Bigfoot or anything. But there's some legends going around as far back as the early 1900s about people witnessing it and seeing it, and a few of them had up close and personal encounters with it. But there's been no photo proof, nobody catching, any film of it or anything. Just, unverifiable eyewitnesses. But there's been a few landmarks that's been made about where people have sighted it, and even somebody opened up a business around it. And I've never been to it, but from what I've heard, it's pretty successful. And if you want to get some more detail on it, you can find it on the internet and everything. I kind of looked into it, didn't really see nothing of interest other than a bunch of old wives' tales. A few of them had rocks thrown at them. Heard weird grunting and yelling and everything and banging up against trees. In my personal opinion, it just could have been crackheads they came across and everything, but who knows? And anybody that's followed Angry Cajun TV will know this little joke here. Me and him and a few others have a long-running joke. If we ever caught one, we want to make us some little half human, half Bigfoot babies. If there is one out there, it better be running from us instead of the other way around. And this other little ghost tale urban legends right up the road from me. It's about a 10-minute drive. It's called Crybaby Bridge. Now, this ain't the only one in America that this urban legend's been around and everything. I know a few other states and few other places here in the state of Alabama that has this tale going on, but our version of it is where the old bridge before the new one was built, there was a woman supposedly had drowned her went to the bridge, threw her baby off, and ultimately killed it. And then sometime later on, she was overwhelmed with grief about what she did, and she threw herself off the same spot she did to her baby. And if you go through there late at night, and I wouldn't recommend this because where it's at, it's on too steep of hills, and I wouldn't risk getting hit, somebody coming through trying to see if this urban legend's true or not. But if you go to the middle of the bridge, it's late at night and everything, you turn your vehicle and your lights off, and you turn it back on, there'll be handprints all on the inside and outside of the windows of your vehicle. And if you tie a sucker to the end of the string and let it halfway down and let it sit there for a few minutes, Supposedly, when you bring it back up, it'll either be half eaten or eaten all the way. That could have been very well just some wild animal coming through, seeing it, and taking a bite out of it or whatever. I've tried it a few times, nothing's ever became of it. And right up from the bridge, there's a church that's been there for over 100 years. It's still there. They still have church there from time to time. And some of the people live around there said they've seen lights come on and they heard a piano playing what sounded like singing. And it's a pretty creepy place to visit at night. And in the daytime, it really ain't that bad. There's a spot on one side of this bridge. You used to drive down there and do some swimming, a little whitewater rafting, and you can't drive down into it no more because the road's such bad condition, but you can still walk to it. But I don't know. I kind of have my doubts about it because, like I said, I've tried it. Nothing's happened. I've never experienced anything creepy there other than hearing some coyotes go through. But that's two interesting urban legends I wanted to tell you about here. And like I said, I don't think there's nothing to them. I've never experienced anything, but I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not anything's really going on with either a tale I've heard. But anyway, I hope everybody has a good rest of their evening, and I will see y'all in the next video.